So this is an UI kit for Android. It's a material design UI kit. And because I have Android, I like to use this stuff better than iPhone stuff. And in here, typography is quite comprehensive. Like you can see what they used, and you can see in assets, it matches character styles. Here, the same thing. Then colors. You can see those colors are in color assets, each of them. And the hex code, oops, sorry, is here, which is pretty useful for you to pick your own color scheme. You should change that if you change the color scheme and put your new color hex code here. Anyway, for material design, unlike XD's UI kit for iPhones, there's a little bit tricky stuff. So for example, here's buttons. And if you find a button you want to use for your screen, I'm going to ungroup this. This is also grouped, so I'm going to ungroup this. There you go. And you can tell that this is the main component. You can see the solid green diamond on the top left. That means it's main component. This is instance with override. Anyhow, suppose I like to use this button for my screen, but I want to customize it instead of just using this. Because you know, I need to type my own word than enabled. And let's study this button. So default state is this: hovered, focused, pressed, dragged, disabled. So this button, unlike UI kit for iPhone I showed in other video, it already has so many different states built in. In other video, when I showed you UI kit for iPhone, it didn't have any other state other than default state. So in this case, suppose I want to change this button to be more like my style. I will do, okay, I don't need this many stage. If you want to keep these many different state, do so. But for me, I don't need that. So you can delete, you can right click and delete those unnecessary state if there is any that you don't like. You can get rid of it by right click, delete. And I want to make this button like a bigger. So I want to edit this, and this is the main component. I will, since this is a main component, I don't have to click like edit main component. I can just double click and make this, okay, now it's like Roboto 14. but I want to make this button bigger, and I want the text to be bigger too, so people can see better. So I'm gonna select different character style from assets. Yeah, how's that? Or maybe even bigger. Ooh. Now let's delete this because it's confusing for now. So now I made it like this, and I want the text color to be something light. So now, and I also want to make this shape a little more round. There's a corner I should be able to manipulate, but I can't find it at this moment. All right, forget it. I have this now, and if I click hover the state that was built in, it looks so different, which is really bad. The button shouldn't be changing sizes. So actually, I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna completely customize it. This is the default state. You can click and add, click plus sign and add hover state. So I'm in hover state. So when the user hovers over this button, I wanna change the color. So I'm gonna go in, double click, and when you want to select object in the background, make sure you press command. If you have Mac, command button, keep pressing command button and try to select the object you want. In this case, I want to change this fill to something. So if it hovers, it gets darker. How's that? And that was the hover state. So now default state is this hover state. Then the user's finger is over it. That's the hover state. And then I want to make tap or click state when the user actually click or press this button. I want to change. So again, double click. I want to select the color to be different. I will press command key and click until I select the object I want. And if you have PC, then use control key, press control key while you are clicking to select the background object. So when it's pressed, how about this color? So now back default state, the default state, hover state, tap and click state. So I am pleased with this. So just to for my sake to remember how it looks, I can make, this is the default state. Actually, I can change this to be default, and then I can make this to be hover. Oh, this was instance, so it didn't change everything. When you want to change everything, you need to edit the main component. Let me do that again. Oops. Sorry. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. For some reason, it's now instance with override. So let's go to right click and go to edit main component. Oh, it's jumped there. Fine. I'm gonna bring this to the artboard. Goodbye. All right. Again. So for my sake, I want to make things easy for me. So I'm gonna change the text to default. And then for default, oh, sorry. This is the default state. So default state looks like this. Then hover state is a dark color. So I need to change the text here, hover. Then tap, click. I can change this to be tap. So now for my record, I can show default state. Default state looks like this. I need to ungroup. Then hover state looks like this. Tap looks like that. I'll just show all the looks so I know what to expect. And in the real life, then you have, when you use button, yeah. You have to change the text to all, in all the states that you create in the button. I'll show you what I mean. For example, if this button, I am going to create just copy. I'm pressing option. So this, suppose I want to make this button to be like I agree button. Then you have to change the text because I changed the text inside. I'm just copying this. You have to change the text in hover state. Hover is right now typed hover. So I have to change. Then go to tap and click. And then I change the text because now I'm going to use this button as I agree button in my screen, suppose. So now this button looks like this. That's default state, hover, state, tap, and click.